Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Random Code stream. I will get the music going, and hopefully I will be able to solve this one today. I'm not sure if I will or not. So this is an issue where if you do some other things in CSLA with serialization like cloning or end-level undo isn't working right now with my custom serializer. And the problem is that, at least one of the problems, is that I'm getting objects like business rules as something that is given to my, to serialize. I'm assuming I'm always getting stuff that is implementing my interface because you've marked it, I've generated the serialization code, so I call this. I don't expect to get these things. Well, you do with end-level undo. So, okay, I'll special case this, and actually I can take this out because I don't need that. The problem, though, ended up becoming that I was getting objects like business rules, where in custom scenarios, it doesn't know about my custom serialization. So I've added the support so that you can create an implementation of this, or you can inherit from this and provide your own ways to serialize and deserialize. Great, wonderful. Problem is, CSLA doesn't know about this. And so if I register custom serialization, CSLA has its own way in mobile formatter to do custom serialization. So again, this is kind of this tension part where, yeah, you can register your own formatter, but you really have to still kind of sort of do things the mobile formatter way, specifically with serialization info. And I kind of don't like that. I feel like if I want to do something where I want to do my own serialization approach, I should be able to do that. But I keep finding these one-off cases where you can't. One thing, and I'll kind of explain this when I do what I hope is a solution. One thing I've noticed too is that with this is I have another issue out with CSLA that would remove my reflection code. It's this, which is business objects in CSLA have this meta state. Fields that are private that keep track of, is it new, is it dirty, and so on. Well, I have to serialize those over, so what I'm doing right now is generating reflection code to find that those values are set up. And what I propose is something that all CSLA objects should base ones, and this would include business rules, is having this interface be implemented so that they would write and read. Now, even if business rules did this, it wouldn't matter. I would still need to do what I'm about to show you what I'm going to do, because it wouldn't know how to handle custom serialization for things. So yeah, what I would really want is, I don't know, it seems like business rules is making this a special case, but I think I can handle it. So what I'm going to do is the following. So the first thing I need to create is my own mobile serializer. This is the way things can be custom serialized in CSLA. There is a default POCO serializer in CSLA that's been created so that if your object can be handled with simple system text JSON serialization, you can use that one, and that will just handle it by default. Okay, fine. I'm going to create my own that on construction will take a custom serialization of T instance, and then its serialize and deserialize will be implemented just by using this, creating a binary reader or writer, getting or setting the state, and doing things accordingly. So, okay, that's the first step. The next thing is I need to create my own implementation of iTypeMap, mobile type map. And it will return for serializer type this, and for can serialize, it will say this. Okay. Next, I'm going to create an abstract custom serialization class that my current generic one will derive from. And it will have an abstract type map property. Maybe this won't be abstract. Maybe I can get away with, no, I have to make it abstract, because then in the implementation, it's going to return a mobile type map of T. And then finally, an add CSLA generator serialization, which is a static extension method I have on iService collection. This is where it's going to bring it all together. I'm going to add a params read-only span. Nice that you can do that now in C#. And I'll create a mobile formatter options. And then for each custom serialization, I'll get type map and call add on custom serializers, which exists on this type. And so that's going to be the adapter. It's going to be the part that takes my custom serialization registrations, and that's actually something I should put here real quick, just so I don't forget. Add single ton, and this is the key. We need to say type of custom serialization. Get type. I think you have to do that twice, because you need to specify. This is something I was playing with yesterday. Because you can do this, but for generic, you have to be specific as to which type you want to get out. So, and I'm going to say this is just going to be public. I think this has to be public for this to work, because it's going to be injected through ILC. So, okay, so I got a plan. The long and short of it is my custom serializations in my generator will now be registered here, and by doing that, I can create these adapters for the developer that they don't have to worry about. They just will still use my custom serializers for my framework, and it'll handle the way to adapt it into CSLA. That's the plan. So that may be kind of confusing, but hopefully it'll be clear as I work through this. At least I have a plan. Okay, so the first thing, you want to create a mobile custom serializer. Where do I want to put this? Let's put it here. No, I don't want to generate a license. No, what? How would I ever want to do that? And this will implement iMobile serializer. And this should be of T. And whoops, what, oh, wait, oh, shoot, that's not what I wanted. I accidentally closed it. I was not thinking where it was. Do I constrain that here? Huh. Oh yeah, I don't. Because it may not be of any particular type. So yeah, we just do that. Okay, so we implement that. Great. And then we want private read-only custom serialization. Custom serialization. And then we say public mobile custom serializer T. No, we don't do that there. Oh, come on. Ugh. I so hate that analyzers, generators have to target .NET Standard 2.0. It's ridiculous. Okay, so then we do that. We say this dot. Okay. This is something I've actually done as a fairly recent code style change. Is I always want things in blocks, typically. And I know it's like, why do I like expression body members? For some reason, I find that that's okay because it's literally one thing, not just like an if and then something. It's literally one thing. But for one-liners like this, we have like one thing in a block. I still want a block, but I'm okay with putting it on one line like this instead of separating it out into 4. It should be argument null, exception, throw if null. But again, that was my complaint about .NET Standard 2.0 because you have to target that and then you don't see that API. Bleh. Okay. So here, what we want to do is we want to say using so if I had this customs read and then okay, so I want to do a read eventually using, and this is a binary reader, right? Yeah. Using var reader is equal to new binary reader, and I want to give it I can't give it a stream from info. We'll come back to you. Just not, the gears aren't working just yet. Using var writer is equal to new binary writer. Using var stream is equal to new stream. Memory stream. Okay. And so we do this, that custom serialization write the value which is given to the writer. And you're going to complain because cannot convert from object to T. Shut up. Stream.position is equal to 0. Info add value. Why do you have to add a name? That seems very arbitrary. M? Okay, now we do the reverse. So that was my problem. Var value is equal to info dot get value m. And what this should be is a byte array. Now we use, see, now the coffee's kicking in. We should be able to pass in value here, giving this the stream. And then we say return read from the reader. And what are you going to complain about? Oh, fine. We'll do it that way. There we go. I don't know why. Private const string info name. I really don't know why it does that. Oh, shoot. You really shouldn't put constants on generics. You know, I'm just... Screw it. I'm not going to do that. Okay. So we could write tests for this, and I will. I want to see if this works first. Okay. And if it works, then we'll move on. So now we're going to have our own mobile type map. Now this there we go. Gotta have tabs. And this is going to be generic. Serializer type should return this, and can serialize should return. Look at that. Look at that. That is, as a C# developer, looking at that 25 years ago would have been like, what in the hell is this? But it works. It works. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we need a abstract custom serialization class. Public abstract class. Protected. And this should have a public abstract type map. Type map get. And now this derives from custom serialization. And I know if you have a generic type, but you want to have a constant, you can make a type that it derives from, unless it's a static class, and then you can't do that. So then you have to have a separate class with a constant. It's whatever. Silliness. All right, so we did that. So now to implement this, new mobile type map of T-type. That's it. And that will provide the hook between the two. I think. Again, this is all in theory. Theory and practice are two different things. Now, we want to go to our extension method, and we want to put this in here. So now here, we want that. Var options is equal to new mobile formatter options. And that will be passed into this. And actually, we can say return right here. We don't have to do that. And then we don't need to specify the generic here. Okay. All right, now I need to say for each var. Come on, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Ah, yes. And what we want to do is say self is equal to self.add singleton. Type of, no, custom serialization get type. Now, yeah, and then we do the same thing here. We could there. So we first add the singleton, and that's going to change my test code because I no longer will do that separately. It will be done here. So that actually takes care of this. But what we also need to do is we need to say on the options, custom serializations, we need to add on custom serialization type map. And as they say, I think in Australia, Bob's your uncle. Could be wrong on that. So we did that, we did that, we did that. Now, what I need to do is look for add singleton. No, not just in the entire solution. Because now we do that. I'm so smug right now. I'm like, yeah, that's what we want to do. Like, oh yeah, this is all going to work. This will be simple. This will be fine. It's like, who knows? Who knows? Let's go from the bottom up. Yeah, because now this is going to be a little different. We need to do that. But now we do that. So just give me a moment while I completely destroy my code. Wait, did I? Oh, yeah, that one was. Okay, whatever. I mean, the thing is, you can add them as singletons, but then they just won't go through what they're supposed to go through. If that makes sense. So I'm going to do this again because I feel like I'm missing some things as I'm doing this. Why would I do this? Ah, crap. So, oh, okay, that's right, because I should put that on the shared. This service provider is the default So why would you not do that? We would want to add that. I think we should not do this. We should say services dot add CSLA generator. This is a service. Odd. There. Okay, for some reason it wasn't picking it up and I didn't know why. With no customizations. If a test needs custom serialization, like the custom test CS file has, it should build a provider separate. But we use this one because it's like, hey, if you're just doing things by default, use the shared one, because then you don't have to keep doing the build the service collection and yeah. So I put that note there. This should reduce the amount of times where a IOC container is built. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So that got taken out. And then that's just in Yeah. Okay. So let's close all this. Let's do that again. And now we only have it there. All right. So now I need is a deck of cards, as they say. Does this actually work? I don't know. We're going to shut down and we're going to start up again and see if it does. As I usually do, I'm going to think it doesn't. I'm going to think this fails. And I'm going to think this fails badly. Let's see. Well, it compiles. That's the first thing. I'm still going to think it fails. I don't think this will work. Just because I'm always skeptical the first time I try something. And you got to set yourself up to go, okay, what's next? Oh, that's great. 4 failed. They're all in custom tests. Unable to resolve service for type. Oh, yeah. But I think we can solve that. So the problem is that if this gets resolved through DI, how is it going to know what these action values are? But I think we can solve that by doing this, which is what I hesitated at first to do. Like that. So saying if you ask for this, give this specific instance that's already been configured to do what you want. Now I might have to reboot because it might not pick up this change. If it still fills the same way, I'll shut down startup again, and then we'll see if it... It's weird that's taking forever. At least it feels like it's taking a lot longer than it usually does. But hey, if it works, you know. Well, only 1 failed now. So that's good. And it's N-level undo, of course. Serialization of type object is not supported. So we're back to the same crap that I was talking about before. It seems like it's expecting it almost feels like how do I want to say this? No, I don't want to turn it up. Actually, this is a problem. It feels like with this error, and this might actually be a bug with CSLA, I'm not sure. Actually, that's a good point. I mean, I should at least do that, right? I don't think I've done that. Yeah, let's do some updating here. We want to get CSLA to the final version. We don't need that. We could do that. I'm going to hold off on none, whatever, and unit just a minute. We'll say update. I accept. Okay, it should have updated them, and it did. Okay. Let's shut down and start up again. I don't think this is going to fix it, but it's worth at least giving it a whirl. Yeah, it still fails, and it probably is still failing on the... Oh, this is different. Okay, well, we got farther. We actually got to cancel it at this time. Huh. Well, and we are getting into generator format or deserialize. And somewhere in activator create instance in its application context, the type cannot be null. Why don't I have file? Oh, I bet it's because... No, I'm debugging. Huh, that's weird. Well, we did get farther. That's actually encouraging because we did get farther. Okay, so let's make sure we don't have any breakpoints. And I am assuming it's this one. That here... Oh, I bet I know what the problem is. Well, maybe I don't. Maybe I do. Okay, I think I know what might be the... Well, maybe I don't. Okay, what is the test? 10 level undo. Let's run this. Oh, wait. No, I did change that. Yeah, I did change that. Okay. So I'm going to read the stream. I'm going to get the graph name, and it's going to be that. Why? Oh, I know why. I know why. Because I still need to put shouldn't I be doing a using here? We still need to do this. Okay. And right is just very right. But we're not putting in the qualified name. That's why it's not working. And serialize, like once we figure what it is, we can we should put using here as well. Surprised it's not picking that up. Oh yeah, this needs to be a stream. Okay. And this needs to be a stream. Let's see what our tests do now. And I might again have to shut down and start up again, but we'll see. But at least that makes sense. I don't have the name there, so it's not, it can't create an instance of it. So that kind of makes sense. At least I got the serialization part right. Oh my god. Okay, maybe putting the usings there is not a good idea. Cannot access the clone. It's an old adage that I forget at times, which is do one change and make sure it works, and I was doing too much. Hey! Hey! Gucci works. All that works. Isn't it a good feeling as a developer when something works and you finally get it to work and you're like, yes. It's always satisfying to me. It's always satisfying. Yeah, I don't care how many tools we come up with or things to make it easier for a developer. There's always that satisfaction. I think that's just, maybe that's the, I don't want to say the artistic side of software development, but the creative aspect of it. And you can call that artistic, that's fine. But just it's that creative part where you're trying to get everything to piece together and you finally get it to work and it feels good. I always like that feel. It's a little bit of a maybe adrenaline or dopamine rush. I don't know exactly what the right phrase would be, but yeah. Cool. That is very, very cool. So let's commit that. 16. Sign in to use GitHub integration, whatever. Wait, come on. What is... Why is it not... oh my god, whatever. You know what? You suck. It was like, what? Why is... Finally got things to work. It was being really weird. It's not like... Push it. There. Oh, shut up. Okay, whatever. I don't know. Maybe I was getting hung up because I was putting in the #16 and I was trying to look up the thing, but I had to update my credentials. I don't know. That's just bizarre. Whatever. But this works. This works, this works, this works. Good, you didn't see anything. I mean, yeah, you saw my email address, but I have that readily available on my slides, so no big deal. Anyway, so cool. I'm actually very happy about this. This is just one of those things that, you know, it just works now. You look at custom tests, You add your generator serializer. You can put in all your custom serialization. It uses the new params, read only a span, so it just does the right thing, and it works, which is cool. We register the right stuff at the right time. This all works. This works. This does that and that. It just, not that. This. You put a plan together and it just works. So what I'm going to do, I've been doing this for almost an hour. I want to also do that. And so I added this. Don't really need that. Do we have separate tests for custom serialization? No, we don't. We should add that. I think it'd be good to have that. And do we have... No, we don't. Specifically, be nice to make sure that I'm registering things the way I expect to. Sorry, I see something like this and just like return. I never like it when I see stuff like that, you know. Yeah, this is all the code that I generate with all the code that I generate when I do the reflection stuff. And actually, looking at this, I kind of don't like that. I do, but it's also a little jarring. But whatever. Oh, can get rid of that. That's not needed anymore. Why am I... Why are these even here? If I took these out... Wait. Would everything still build? Was that just like holdover code from when I was doing stuff before that I was playing with things and seeing if it worked? Possibly. Felt like that was just kind of arbitrary crap that I put in there, which sometimes I do. Okay, they all pass. That's good. Hold on, I gotta... Okay. So I want to put those tests in. I'm not going to do that in the stream right here. Since I'm on a roll though, let's just kind of look through this stuff a little bit and pick up maybe a couple of little things here and there. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Love collection expressions. Should probably, yeah, just move some of this around a little bit so it's a little bit easier to read. A little bit of code maintenance always helps. And it is arbitrary, like where I put things on lines at times. Sometimes it feels like it's very arbitrary, but yeah, they need to put a quotable array just within the .NET framework itself and the runtime. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. So what I'm going to do off screen before I commit this is I'm going to write tests for these things individually. Don't need to do that here because not that that wouldn't be, well, I guess it could be argued that that'd be boring. Maybe it's boring to watch anybody code, but you know, I think that that's just kind of stuff that I need to do before I merge this in, but I don't want to do that on camera right now, in part because I got things to do today. So I will do that off camera, I will merge that in, and so this issue is now, I think, fixed. And I'm really happy that the plan that I put here helped me get to a resolution rather quickly. I know this seems simplistic to like write this all out. It's like, why don't you just do that in code? But I personally find that if I'm going to do something that is a little bit substantial, to at least write out the steps in enough detail that it makes sense in my mind, and I think all the pieces are going to fit together. You know, I forgot that here, that wasn't true. You actually wanted to do that. But for the most part, it all worked, and that actually, even though with some failing tests, it helped me get farther and farther along, I think quicker than if I just hacked it all together and really didn't think about what it should be doing. So that's good. So with that, I am going to stop the stream. I don't know if I'm going to do another coding stream tomorrow. We'll see as the spirit moves, as they say. But I'm definitely going to be doing Outer Wild streams later today, tonight, and or tomorrow afternoon and or night. So there's some stuff I need to do around the house and some errands I need to run, but I definitely want to get into Outer Wilds again. I'm liking the game, I'm enjoying it, and hopefully I can start to find some clues that actually make sense. So if you want to check that out later, you can attend those live streams. And in any case, if you're watching now or you watch in the future, please subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it as I'm trying to make my trek to 1,000 subscribers. That would be very helpful if you have not subscribed yet to do that. And with that, I'm going to stop the stream. Thank you all for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you in the future.